live on a pre-Thanksgiving Macy float celebration. It is the Etc.Show with Pease. Normally I'd do this on the lovely webcam, but it's giving me issues again, you piece of shit. Listen, so we're going to do it on the old school Kodak. No, it's not sponsored by Kodak. Or speaking of, it's also not sponsored by Ponderosa or the Chicago Bears. Yet. Alright guys, look. This is episode 31. 31. Which I think I will title Twinkie the Kid, Rest in Peace, Holiday Ho Ho Hell, and Other Mischievous Events. Let's get started here a little bit. It's mainly going to be two things today, okay? They've been floating my boat, kind of burning my biscuits all week, okay? Oh, come on. This is what... I'm not a big Twinkie fan. I'm sorry. No, this is not sponsored by Hostess. But if they were smart, they would. But they're going away, aren't they? They went away. I got my Hostess cupcakes. Orange flavor. Yeah, I know. Some of you people think I'm weird, but it's tasty.
It's mine.
So here's what we're getting. Yeah, the other one's yours. JP is once again in the camera behind here. Okay, so Hostess. Is this something we really should be worried about or not?
Yeah.
All you fatty boom baddies out there like me? Or dessert cretins? What is it? Twinkie addiction? Ho-ho addiction? I like ho-hos.
What about ho-ho?
Ding dongs.
Ho-ho?
Yeah, you. My favorite, other than the orange cupcakes, was the original blueberry glazed fruit pie before they decided to be little SOBs and took away the glaze. That was the tastiest fruit pie around. So this is what we're looking at, okay? Monday, Hostess is going to bankruptcy court. And they claim that they can't make it on Chapter 11 bankruptcy, so they want permission to sell the assets and just go out of business. Now, possible buyers supposedly could be one company that happens to own Pabst Brewing. Go figure, PBR owning the Twinkie thing, who knows? The other one owns Nature's Own Bread. Neither one of them are sponsoring the Etc.Show, but they're just tasty bread and, well, okay beer. So in 2004, though, Interstate Bakeries, which was the one who bought Hostess, okay, they filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy and changed its name to Hostess after coming out of that bankruptcy in 2009. So you see, they've already 8 years ago filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Now, I can't feel sorry for these guys. I can't. Because according to Yahoo News, when I read this today, I thought this was like figures, typical greed in action. Hostess came under fire this spring because, well, they went off and it was leaked that a dozen executives for the company got up to 80% pay raises. 80%. I don't even want to know how much these people, these jokers, make. I know they got to make more than me, that's for sure. But if a company's struggling, do you go off and you make people get up to 80% pay raises in a sinking company? That almost sounds like Congress in America, doesn't it? Except Congress don't make Twinkies, they make crap rolls. That's what they do, and they expect us to feed on it. But back to my little agenda here. So, 80% pay hikes, remember that. Last week, thousands of members of the, now I didn't know this was all tied together, guys, the Bakery, Confectionery, Tobacco Workers, and Grain Millers Union, that's all one union, kids, went on strike after rejecting Hostess's latest offer. Now, that particular union is 30% of Hostess's workforce. Now, 18,500 jobs lost. All the Hostess factory outlets, the bakery outlets, I am told will be closed up shop probably by the end of the week. So if you happen to be near one, I know down here, Fayetteville, Arkansas, up north would be, let's see, McHenry, Illinois, Rockford, Illinois, and Crystal Lake, Illinois. Go to them, grab all the stuff you can, like the little fat kids we are. I happen to be near a local gas convenience mart establishment. I went past there yesterday, and their shelves were 90% cleaned out already. So go figure. One other thing, though, I think this is a little ridiculous. Down in Fayetteville, Arkansas, somebody decided to buy a whole entire pallet of Twinkies, and on the internet they're charging $15 a box.
Smart.
Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, did you see the movie Zombieland? Did ya? Remember Woody Harrelson needed the Twinkies to help kill the zombies. This could be hell. So what I'm getting at is this. Hostess will be back, guys, okay? The fact of the matter is one of these two companies or somebody else, maybe Little Debbie's for all we know, I'm just throwing that out there, Little Debbie, don't sue me, might end up buying Hostess, okay? And if that's the case, maybe we're going to have an interruption of maybe a couple months before products are back on the shelves with a brand new company. What I didn't get a chance to tell you is, and part of that agreement, if they do manage to sell off their assets, is whoever the company that buys the Hostess brand does not have to take those previous Baker Union jobs. So nobody really wins in a way if you think about it, okay? Corporate business, super duper greedy, that's right. Unions, look, unions, I'll probably get some hate mail for this, but I don't care. Unions used to be super duper good, or at least better in the old days. What do I mean by that? Up to Jimmy Hoffa's death. Okay? Yeah, unions were necessary because there was a lot of unfair companies out there doing nasty business tactics. Nowadays, unfortunately, corporate business is greedy, unions are greedy, okay? I'm sorry, which leads me to my next little story. Alright, kids, let the festive holiday fighting begin, because Walmart, late Thursday, filed an unfair labor practice charge against the United Food and Commercial Workers International Union, or UFCW for short. Now, why? Because the groups Our Walmart and Making Change at Walmart are planning on protests, rallies, and other live and online actions leading up to and including Black Friday coming up this week. Both groups happen to be tied to the UFCW. No, it's not a wrestling league. Remember, it's a union. The Our Walmart group is of current and former Walmart employees. Now, Walmart has said that the UFCW will be held accountable for any injuries or property damages that may occur as a result of any action from these groups. And that part, I will have to confess, makes sense. Okay? It really, really does. Here's the thing. Once again, corporate greed. Big box stores. What am I talking about? Walmart, Target, Best Buy, Kohl's, Kmart. Okay? I actually shop at pretty much all of those at one point or another, okay? I do. How can you almost not get around it? I would rather shop with small businesses if I could get away with it, okay? But the problem here is this. Your big box stores keep getting greedier and greedier, okay? Unions keep getting greedier and greedier too. So, why am I saying all this? Because both of them, okay, you have them both on this side. Here's your worker in the middle, okay? Big box store, union. That's what's going to happen to the worker. Eventually. Maybe not now, but eventually, okay? I'm sorry. I have had bad experiences with two unions. I told you before, unions really aren't that useful anymore. Not since Jimmy Hoffa, okay? Look at your automotive prices. I'm sorry, I don't have the facts on me this very second, but I'm told that up to a third of a price of a car, a new car, has to do with being tied in to the wages of the unions. Now, if that truly is true, there should be a compromise somehow, right? But it's almost 2013. Maybe it's too late. And I'm going to tell you this. I do work for a big box store. I will not mention who, and neither will JP either. It's not fair that all of us have to work on Thanksgiving. And I know there's many big box stores that are doing this to their employees. Okay? Greed's enough. The buck stops here, and they're not going to stop either. They're just going to keep going and driving us into the ground until we're dead. Eventually. And there's like, I can think of probably 10 box stores, okay? And about 8 of them, I think, are doing this on Thanksgiving. What the hell happened? Okay? We have families and we don't get that many holidays. We'd love to spend them with our families. You love your families? I bet you the executives have the damn day off. Bet you they do too. They're going to be sitting there carving their turkeys and not giving a crap about the rest of us. Now I'm sorry. Okay? I know I'm not speaking just for myself. I love my job. I do. But I don't like some of their tactics. Alright, I'm off my soapbox. Next time I see you, hopefully we'll have some less big corporate greed union type stuff, and we could talk about ho-ho something festivities. I love you guys. See you next week. Oh, and you know what? Maybe this will help. Maybe this will just help in the aggression. My hostess. Oh, see you next week.
Fine. Oh, and give ideas for any other future episodes.